Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Matt Thompson here from the NSCA, here to talk to you about optimizing squat technique. So this article appeared in the Strength and Conditioning Journal, and it covers a few of the key technique points that you want to look at with the squat. All right, so I have Doug here with me today. He's going to be helping demo a few of those key technique points for you. So Doug, if you could go ahead and unrack the bar and take a few steps back. All right, so one of the first elements we want to look at is stance width. For Doug, that's about shoulder width. Might be thinner or wider for some athletes depending on their mobility and a few other key indicators. For Doug, also you'll notice his feet are almost directly ahead. That's in a pretty safe range, anywhere from directly ahead to about 45 degrees point outwards. All right, so I'm going to have Doug drop into a parallel squat here. Go right there. All right, so you notice that his heels are flat on the ground, which is exactly what we want. If you see him tip up onto his toes, see those heels float up, that's going to cause a much greater stress on the knee. So I'm going to have him drop back, kind of along those same lines. One of the things that the article mentions is that if the knee is in front of the toe, you might see a little greater stress on the knee. But the danger of trying to limit that too much is that you'll see greater stress on the lower back and the hips. So as long as his heels are flat, I'm pretty happy with that, even if the knees are a little bit in front of the toes. All right, Doug, go ahead and stand up for me. Now drop into a deeper squat, just below parallel. There you go. So squat depth is obviously a big issue, and a lot of people talk about it. As long as Doug is staying in a pretty safe range there, he's good. Basically, the only difference that you'll see is a much greater contribution from the glutes in terms of percentages. You also might see a little bit greater stress on the knee, but that's about it. Good, Doug, if you could go ahead and stand up and rack the bar for me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so those have been some of the key points from the article Optimizing Squat Technique from the Strength and Conditioning Journal. We went over stance width, we went over where the heels should be, flat on the ground, the knees in relation to the toes, as well as the depth of the squat. So for more information, check out the article on nsca.com.